Pine Hills is bordered by the streets of Washington, South Lake, Woodlawn, and Manning. There's a high population of UAlbany students and St. Rose students that live on these streets. It is filled with bars and restaurants for entertainment.
To create incentive with students to take ownership of their community and to try to clean up their neighborhood. We met with Pine Hills Neighborhood Association and the Pine Hills Improvement Group, and this was a concern that they brought up. There are permanent residents of Pine Hills, not just a temporary student that lives there.
We interviewed a few different groups of students during the big event in Pine Hills Cleanup held by UAlbany on April 21st and asked them about their attitudes about recycling. A week before the cleanup, we went door to door handing out pamphlets with information on recycling in the high student population areas of Pine Hills. We asked students both cleaning up and students hanging out around outside what their thoughts were about these topics.
I live on campus, and it is very important to me and my brothers that we clean up the streets of Albany, make a difference here.
What street do you live on Do you live on campus?
I live on campus.
Do any of you live off campus? What street do you live on?
I actually live on Manning Boulevard.
Okay, so did you get any pamphlets last week about recycling in your mailbox?
I actually did, yeah.
Okay, how did you feel about that?
Like, I recycle myself, so
Okay.
it didn't really affect me.
Okay. So how do you guys feel about recycling? How important do you think it is for a community?
It's pretty important.
Very important.
Okay.
Keep your streets and community clean.
Well, thank you very much for your participation.
Do you live on or off campus?
Off campus.
What street do you live on?
Yates Street.
Did you get any of our flyers about recycling in your mailbox last week?
No.
Oh, well, what role do you feel students have in cleaning up Pine Hills?
What role? I think sometimes we are part of the mess. Like sometimes we go out and drop a lot of mess by accident or unintentionally. So I think it's good for us to give back and kind of clean up our mess in a way. That's a good answer.
And what are your opinions on recycling?
Recycling, I think it's important. Although I don't do it very often, or I don't do it in my house, but I think it's very important. And I appreciate the people that do.
You live on or off campus?
I live off campus.
What street do you live on?
Morris Street.
Did you get any flyers last week about recycling in your mailbox?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. How do you feel about recycling? What's your attitude towards it?
I like recycling. I think it's great and more people should do it.
What role do you feel students of UAlbany have in cleaning up the Pine Hills area?
I mean, they all live here, so I mean, they all should take part in it. It's their fault. A lot of the trash is theirs.
Thank you. Are you an on-campus or off-campus student?
On campus.
Okay. How do you feel about recycling?
I feel like, I mean, I don't really do it that much, but I feel like there could be more options on campus to do it.
Okay. And what role do you think students have in the Pine Hills area for off-campus students in recycling?
I feel like they don't have any, really. I don't know about them, but I doubt they have any.
Do you think that they should probably clean up more after themselves?
Yeah, because it was so dirty just cleaning right now.
Okay. Thank you. On or off campus?
Off campus.
Did you receive any flyers in the mail recently about recycling?
Don't think so.
What are your attitudes about recycling?
Very important. Very important.
What role
Global
do you
warming is a real thing, all right?
What role do you think students of UAlbany have in cleaning up Pine Hills?
Huge. Very important because they're the only ones that's going to do it. You know what I mean?
Yep. Perfect. Do you live on or off campus?
Off campus.
What street do you live on?
Hudson.
Did you receive any flyers in the mail recently about recycling?
Yes, I did.
How did you feel about getting that?
Oh, I felt good about it because it's gonna, it's gonna make the whole community better at recycling. First of all, and second of all, it's gonna make our planet cleaner.
What role do you think students have in cleaning up Pine Hills?
Pine Hills cleanups, they happen quite often, and I usually attend because I'm a member of the organization. But I think they're great because the streets are usually trashed around here, and it's nice to see people actually cleaning them. I think it brings the other people in the community that don't attend college, makes them like.
On or off campus?
I live on campus. No, I don't. I live off campus.
What street do you live on?
I live on Hamilton, and we actually just cleaned it up, which is really nice. So we were able to clean up my street that I walk on every day. And we got 2 TVs and a bunch of trash, and trying to do good, you know, Earth Day.
Very cool. Did you get a flyer in the mail recently about recycling?
Not that I'm aware of.
What role do you think students of UAlbany have in cleaning up Pine Hills?
I think we play an important role in cleaning up Pine Hills. We make the mess, so we might as well clean it up. We party downtown and really don't care and treat our streets like trash.
Where do you live on or off campus?
I live on campus.
How do you feel about recycling and the off-campus community?
On the off-campus community?
Yeah.
It's extremely important because our world is coming to an end. The concept of the Anthropocene is approaching, and for those who don't know, it's a fancy way of saying the end of the world caused by humans and human interactions, and off-campus communities should be more involved, despite their influences outside.
And so you think that a lot of the dirt and garbage in Pine Hills is a lot because of the students?
I wouldn't say it's just because of the students, but I would say it's because of a culture, and the culture causes the students to, disregard things like our environment. So I don't want to necessarily blame the students, but the culture, they're a product of a culture that didn't care about it. So yeah.
Right.
So essentially, I'm saying was you should change the culture, and then therefore you would change the students.
Some things that stood out were the attitudes about recycling. 2 students said that they appreciate recycling and know that it's important even though they don't do it very much. 1 student said that they didn't think there were enough options on campus for students to recycle. All the students did say that they recognized that recycling was important and that students need to work on cleaning up after themselves in the Pine Hills neighborhood. The streets were full of cups, broken glass from bottles, and cigarette butts.
So find a bin, find a recycling box, find a garbage can, anything you can find to throw your recycling in. We're just a group of 5 individuals, but all together we can make a difference in local communities and nationwide as well.